Hey guys, it's Emmy here. Welcome back to another Narrowboat Girl live stream. Hope I started on time. This time it didn't seem to take like 5 minutes before I was going to actually start, and I got it right this time. So you know we're progressing in this. I should be off the. Yeah, I think it's just stream delay and stuff. Yeah. Apologize if stream delay is a little low. I have no idea how bad it is or something, so, but it should be fine. And let me know if I did put music on in the background. I'm going to turn it down a little bit as well. But yes, hello everybody.
Hi.
How is everyone?
We thought we would jump on and do a quick update telling you all what we've been doing. Mm-hmm. Sadly, all non-boat related.
Yes. As you can see, we have, it's not the same background that we have normally. We moved up to an office that we have upstairs, but it was like an office when we first moved in. So we moved sort of everything up here. So audio is low. Welcome Stream Killman, and thank you Artie for again modding us.
Oh, thank you.
Let me quickly...
Yes, Emma decided she wanted to put background music on. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Obviously put the comments in there. We had a bit of a
Wait, can you even hear
it.
me? I don't think they can even hear me. Open that.
Okay, I'll can you hear us? Oh
no, they can.
Yeah, sorry.
My mic is going a bit weird at the moment, so hopefully you guys should be able to hear me. And stuff. And TV volume is way up. Okie dokie. Hang on, I'm gonna switch mics. I was hoping that this mic would work, but I don't think it will. Okay, this mic should work, hopefully. Hello.
Obviously, if you have problems hearing, just put comments in and we can...
Sound very low. Let us know if you can hear, or maybe turn my music down even more now.
Music is loud. Music is loud.
Okay,
We're not
I know.
all teenagers.
Yeah, I know, but
we don't all like music.
Not the point, not the point.
We had a discussion about music and Emma won. Audio is low, turn it up.
I can hear you, or is it low? Okay. Let me just turn that all the way down and see if we can hear you. Okay, that's good. Let us know if there's still sort of any issues. Volume music is fine. Oh, okay. I'll put that back up then.
Oh.
Let me have my music. I'm sorry. My mic is going through some weird stages at the moment. And it refuses to behave, apparently. But yes, hello everyone. How is everyone? Again, if you are a Patreon, I said this when I posted on Patreon, but if you are, sort of make yourself known in the stream so we can give you a shout out and specifically say, you know, make sure to say hi to you. Welcome Stream Greg Hart from South Africa.
Somebody says they can scarcely hear you, even turned up full. Is that the...
Let me hear.
Emma's can check the...
Yeah, I can see... I sadly don't. What do you put? Can I turn it up?
Let's have our music on.
Yeah, let me have my music on.
Yeah, but as long as people can hear.
I think as long as you guys can hear me okay. I'm sorry if the mic is a bit dodge. This stream.
Oh, hi Pontiac. Hi.
Hello.
Can you raise your mic above your heads?
Oh yeah, maybe that will help.
With that.
No, that blocks your face now.
I could move.
No. There you go. I'll do it like that and then hope. And we can both sort of...
We can maybe...
stretch that a bit. There we go.
Is that better?
That should be better. I was probably a bit far away from it. There we go. Yeah, I also have a new... I got some photos that I can sort of show you guys, especially what we're talking about what's happened and stuff. So I have like a new layer setup thing, which is going to be fun.
A new what?
A new layer thingy I can use on here, but...
Oh, okay. That sounds a bit technical.
But yes.
So we've been quite busy, lots of things. We've been doing lots of things in our life, haven't we? Mm-hmm. Getting ourselves sorted. Still, the house is probably about... I mean, there's lots of stuff needing to be done. It's a bit... kind of needs painting in lots of rooms, but we can live with that. But it seems sort of pretty sound. We got most of our furniture and the kitchen's about organised, and... So yeah, we've done quite well for...
And we finally managed to move up to this room and thing. Sadly, I put up posters because in the boat, I think I had one poster once. I got it when it was like one of my birthdays, and I found a poster. I was like, I really want this. Like, I got it. It didn't go so well. I put it up on like one of our cupboard thingies that we didn't really use much or open, and it fell down pretty quickly and got destroyed pretty quickly. And now I have so much wall space to go off with. I have a poster there, and then I did have a poster next to us, but it fell down. I'm very bad at putting up posters.
We painted this room, didn't we?
Yeah, it took about...
Oh, this is our news.
We have cats now. You probably heard our announcement of that we had ferrets not long ago. But now we have cats.
So we're going to show you...
Oh, that's a very angry meow.
So this is one of our cats. We've only got two.
We only got two. This one is... They're both names. This one is... Sorry, Susie, got slightly pushed out the frame. This one is Sylvie, and the male cat is Loki, from a TV show I like. You're gonna scratch me, aren't you?
They're still settling in. They're technically kittens because they're under a year, but they're quite big.
Yeah, they're quite grumpy as well, I will admit. They didn't 100% like being put in, but I can probably release them soon, and we have some nice photos of them that I can show you.
Like they're ragdoll cats.
Yes, they're ragdoll cats that you're going to scratch me, aren't you? Hey, go, baby. I'll open the door so that they can
be. We had to trap them in the room so that we could say hello. Oh, and this is the male. Angel.
Oh, thank you so much, Ingemer for 50 sec.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. But yes, this is Loki. You can tell them are different, not by much, but just by their paws. Loki has and he also has a very grumpy face, as you can see.
He's looking incredibly unimpressed.
Oh, you were happy.
So yes, we were going to announce, but then they were meowing in the background, so we kind of had to encourage that.
You scratched my wrist.
Emma's wanted to have cats for.
Oh, is Emma sitting on the dog?
Time.
I'm not. She's just behind me. It looks like I'm sitting on her, but I promise you. You have a Zulol. Yeah, it is a nice wool colours, nice natural colour. Yes, I can put like a lot more stuff up, I think, with yellow. I was going to paint it pink. I did want to paint it pink. But I do the dogs get along? The dogs and cats,
they kind of coexist.
They coexist.
They're really okay now.
The cats have this fun hobby of when anyone walks past them, they'll hit the back of your legs.
Like swat it.
And swat it. It hurts especially if you're maybe wearing something that doesn't fully cover your ankles, and they've gotten my leg a few times, which hurt a lot.
But they do look a little bit too interested in the ferrets, don't they? They look a little bit like they would possibly eat the ferrets, so...
Possibly, yes. So, I can get some pictures up, actually.
Yeah, we got some nice pictures.
Hello, I think you should be able to hear us now. Sorry, I forgot to put audio on this scene by accident. Andrew! But yes, here are some pictures. This is, I think that's Sylvie.
Yeah.
Yeah, less grumpy face. That's the ferrets. Then there's this one. She likes my chair a lot. I have some ones back here. That's definitely Loki. 100% Loki. Oh no, that's Sylvie. She just a very angry face there. Let me just check. Definitely evil. Oh yeah, see that's Loki. Look at that angry face.
Oh.
They're very pretty cats. Their eyes are their huge staple in like this and things. So you'll see that their eyes are like the main feature of this and stuff, which is really sweet.
And kitties are cute, yes. Thank you, Bill.
Yes. Is that a Himalayan cat? Looks it. It is a ragdoll cat. Oh, we were actually really lucky. We were looking around at cat breeders near our, because we thought it's going to be a bit tricky to rescue cats since with the dogs and stuff. We didn't want to probably traumatize a cat even more.
And we really liked this lady. She these are actually older kittens, so we didn't get them when they were kind of teeny tiny, and she only let them go in pairs, and we really liked the idea.
And they were already neutered, is that the right?
Yeah.
Neutered, and they had all like their vaccinations and stuff properly, so they were actually pretty good for us. So we've had them, I think, for a few months now, I'd say.
About a couple of months. We've only been here about 3-4 months.
That's true, yeah. You guys look great, much more relaxing. Cat Angie, yes.
So Cats is one of our bits of news. One of my other bits of news is I've got a part-time job, so I'm working 16 hours a week. So that's been interesting. And also I'll probably do a video on this at some of the stage, but I'm also doing a course to become what's called an anxiety coach. So that will be to specifically help kind of children and adults with anxiety, following a kind of a specific method. But obviously that I'm only halfway through the training course for that, so that's exciting.
Yes.
So I've been busy, and Emma's been busy with our homeschooling, haven't you?
I know Scouse accents, yeah. I think it's probably going to take a bit more time for the Scouse accent to really kick in and stuff.
It's a really strong accent. But I don't know if I could. Yeah, I think it would sound, if we try and do it, it would sound a bit mocking, and we actually really like it, don't we?
Yeah, I'm really bad at accents, to be fair. So I think if
Emma
I
can't do
tried
accents.
to, I probably would just offend a lot of people.
And you don't want to offend Scousers.
No.
They would get cross.
So yes, do you miss being on the canals? There's definitely certain aspects of stuff that we really miss. Luckily, we have a canal really close to us. Like, I was taking a walk through town the other day, and there's like this bridge that you go over, and there's the canal right below it. So we can go to the canal pretty much anytime we want, which is really nice. So we can still sort of keep in touch with like keep in touch like they talk, but like see like the cygnets and swans and geese and stuff. There are a few sort of geese along the canals where we are, which is really nice.
And when I'm at work, sometimes I'm on a minibus taking people to places, and we're sort of going a bit further afield, and sometimes we go over a bit like Emma says with bridges, and then I see like a narrowboat, and I'm like craning my head going, there's a narrowboat. So that's exciting.
Yes. Have you bumped into any Liverpool fans, like soccer football teams? Just wondering. The area that we are in is huge Liverpool football fans, and then we were traveling somewhere else, and they were huge Everton fans. You'll find like clusters of like, I think, sections of Liverpool that are different fans of like the different teams. It's really funny when we go into Central, because I've never really seen like big football shops before. And there are these massive like Liverpool
there's an
football
amazing
shop.
Football kind of with just
It has every single piece of merchandise you would need. It has dog bowls. It has
everywhere,
placemats.
like in our local market, they've got Liverpool. They've got.
But
like
it's
football
specifically
stuff.
the red one. It's like the Liverpool one. No, that you don't really find any Everton around where we are. But the place.
But they're really close together. Weirdly, the Liverpool ground and the Everton ground are quite close together, aren't they?
I think the Liverpool fans get themselves in quite a bit of trouble when they go and visit different
it's
games.
a little bit like controversial.
Do Scousers need a tracksuit and a perm and a mustache? There are a few. Our local like shopping mall place has a few interesting fashion choice shops there.
And eyelashes. They really like.
There was an eyelash vending machine just for like false eyelashes and false nails and stuff, which was amazing. I use essential oils and CBD for anxiety. I think we've tried CBD.
Yeah,
before.
no, I mean, to be fair, this anxiety, as I say, it's a specific method, which I'll probably do like a video about. It's nothing. It's not any kind of rocket science. I suppose it's putting a lot of things together in a kind of a 6-week program to sort of try and help. It's not like counselling, like kind of deep, counselling as such, but it's supposed to sort of help with. I mean, I'm learning so much. It's sort of great. So it's not saying, oh yeah. I mean, all these things are like really, kind of really helpful. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying some of the science behind anxiety as well. But yes, we're enjoying the watching all the people with the sort of football flags and things. Not even, is it the football season now? I don't know. Probably is, isn't it?
I don't know. I think we'll notice people. I don't know if it's specifically just where we live. I think it's in general. People here really like setting off fireworks for very random reasons. Like, it's like not even. I think when Liverpool fans went, like the Liverpool team went to France or Paris or something, there were a lot of fireworks that night. And then there also, I think, like there's a fireworks shop pretty close to where we live. I think some people just see, oh, that's a sale, let's get some fireworks and set them off randomly. So I'm slightly scared for New Year's. There's probably going to be a lot of stuff. Yeah, 100%. In Sweden, we basically just have one team as a favourite in my area.
But I think the Swedish football team is good, isn't it? I know when they play kind of World Cups, I'm pretty sure Sweden does quite
Hjulman's
well.
an expert on football stuff. I know Hjulman really likes Harry Kane. I don't know football that much, I will admit.
someone says and say now then a lot. Yes, I think there is. It's like a different language. Somebody's asked what my job is. It's a sort of a care worker job, so I'm looking after actually adults with sort of learning difficulties. So again, an interesting learning lots of different things. So that's exciting.
Dogs hate that stuff. Yeah, our dogs are not too keen on the fireworks. At least specifically Teddy Bear, Susie, and weirdly the ferrets. The ferrets are very tough-skinned when it comes to like.
What are you eating? I make lots of eating noises. People don't want to hear they got eating noises.
Oh my god! Okay.
Sorry.
Weirdly, the ferrets are really Teflon coated when it comes to hoovers and stuff, but they are terrified of fireworks. They hate them. And it's very weird. Yum Oreos. It is actually a Jaffa cake which got taken off me.
Yes, I know. Emma does live streams, obviously, with her young people, and maybe they don't mind.
Could you hear any eating noises?
It just nobody wants to hear eating noises.
My mic may have not even picked up the eating noises.
Anxiety, smiling helps. When you smile, your brain releases dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin. Yes, you're absolutely right. And good sleep, and good diet, and exercise, and all sorts. So, and I've got an electric bike to get to work, so that's been exciting. Only fallen off it once, which was yesterday. It was a bit daydreamy. But yes, so I've got an electric bike, so we've got rid of the van, and we just kind of rely now on public transport, which is great.
Luckily, where we are, we have a lot of stuff near where we live, so we only ever really go into like the centre or something when we just kind of want to have some fun. We visited Chinatown recently. Which was really cool, but quite small. I think we really sort of walked through it and expected. I think I had my image of like a I'm trying to think, maybe like a Manchester Chinatown. I don't know. I just imagined something that wasn't what we had. There was this really pretty, huge structure though, wasn't it? Yeah. Do I have it on my Google Drive? I don't. Oh no, I do not. Yeah, we took some. I think probably important. Took some photos. But yeah, it was really pretty. There's actually really nice sort of a Chinese cake shop down there. It's really nice. The cakes are... Yeah, the Chinese bakery was the best. And then we ended up going... We went and had some lunch out. But yeah, I think it was probably more of an evening thing. I think a lot of the kind of Chinese restaurants were actually closed. So, yeah, it is a really old Chinatown. But we walked and then realised we were kind of out of it. And it was kind of essentially one sort of... Or like two streets, wasn't it? But it was quite cool. We walked past a GP and they had it in English and Chinese, didn't they? All the kind of signs. Yeah, Liverpool is one of the oldest Chinatowns in Europe. Oh, I didn't actually know that. That's cool. I've once an electric bike, been cycling 9 kilometers each way. Honestly, you just press. You could like choose how not fast you go, but like if it's a hill, you can press different buttons. I only got like a really sort of simple, cheap one, but it's really, really helps. You just don't get to work all kind of sweaty and really tired. And it's not kind of crazy fast, but it does just help, especially because it's quite windy in Liverpool. If you've got wind in your face, it is quite good. So no, I like the electric bike. Bonpan is beautiful in Liverpool. I don't think I've heard of that. Bonpan. Oh, okay. We haven't come across. There's so much still to sort of to see, and we just haven't. We try and kind of go out like once a week or so, don't we? Yeah. Have you? Yeah, I think I upload. I think they're going to take another second to upload. But there you go. I overtook the lady in an electric bike, but then she passed me and I slashed. You too. Your MacBook will fall off the table behind you. Oh yeah, no, it's fully on. I think it's giving the illusion. The dogs have already slightly knocked them off, knocked the Mac off quite a few times. Welcome, Sheen Meru. How you doing today? Have I missed any comments? Here we go. Yeah, I have. So Emma's been trying. You've been trying to get out a little bit and do some photography. It was the Chinatown. It was this really cool, like thing. Yeah. So it's cool. Structure. It's pretty. It's very pretty. And then here were the cakes that we got from the Chinatown. They were so nice. They were very fancily made as well. And then really like here's really one of the food not expensive that we got as well, which was very nice. Yes. So we so that was exciting. Did you show the picture with the umbrellas? Oh yeah.
So Emma also took a picture.
I'm trying to teach myself Photoshop at the moment. It's not going so well. I think this is the non-edited version. Yeah, I haven't edited this at all. I think this was just another one, but there were these really cool umbrellas. So I wonder if you just stood under a very specific umbrella would actually like umbrella you. I don't know 100% that's a word.
I'm going to sit closer to the mic. So that we're a bit louder. We can sit closer together.
Yes.
If that's helps.
Oh, yes.
Is that better? We're a little bit closer.
Yeah, sorry for the volume this time. I need to like really fiddle around with some settings.
I'd like to say Emma has her comfortable computer chair and I'm sitting on a garden chair with a
Listen, when I first started playing like on my PC and stuff, I sat on a garden chair and it was broken.
Oh, well, there you go.
You don't have a broken garden chair, at least.
What was that? That was in Chinatown, but we don't know its sort of specific kind
There's
of
a calendar planned for this year.
Well, there's a couple of issues. It sounds silly, but we're not 100% sure we were actually paid for the last calendar. When we've tried to contact the company, we've not been able to get in touch with them. We're really pleased the calendar went out last year. It's not that much money we make, so we're not particularly bothered. But obviously, I haven't been able to contact them. I've phoned and sent emails and nothing. So the problem is they were sort of the simplest. Look at you eating. They were the simplest because we didn't have to sort of buy anything. We just sent the photos off and everybody seemed to get their delivery. So that was good. But we obviously don't want to go with a company if we think that obviously if they don't answer the phone. But if we can try and do a calendar, we will. We thought maybe doing like a bit of I don't know what you sort of feel in the chat, like a kind of a best of, maybe take some of the best of the photos over the last sort of three calendars we've done.
I think so. Yeah, because we didn't do it for the first year on the boat.
But yeah, if we can find something, and that we know, obviously we don't want people to we don't want to go with a company that people then don't get their orders. But everybody seemed to get their order, but I don't think we actually got our money. Which was but it doesn't. I mean that doesn't worry us because it also didn't cost us anything. So
yeah,
it was just the sort of time of putting it together. But I don't want to go with a company if there's any sort of concern about them, people not getting orders or things.
Which Chinatown? I think there's only one Chinatown in Liverpool, isn't there?
Yeah, it's just there. There's just one in. Well, I'm saying yes, like I know, but I'm pretty sure there's only one.
Welcome on stream, Sandy from.
Alrawas. It took us a long time to be able to. We loved Alrawas.
I honestly forget some of the names. I'm really
you
bad
remember
at
though?
remembering.
Do you remember Alrawas?
I recognise the name.
That was on the Trent and Mersey. As you come up towards, I want to say Fradley Junction, but trying to remember. Had the little butchers, the little post office. We met Vicky there for lunch in the pub.
Nope.
No. Completely. I liked Alros.
I recognise the name. That's all of it.
I'm just a little. Is that whiny as in like not happy, or whiny as in lots of drink?
Eat the chocolate bits.
Eat the chocolate bits.
Jaffa cakes are amazing. Jaffa cakes. I like
3 miles from Fradley Junction. Yes. You would if I saw you showed pictures of it. You'd remember.
I think.
Would. No, it was really nice. It was really pretty.
Listen, I'm just not that great. But the ferrets are pretty good from last time we sort of showed them. I think I do have some pretty pictures of them. They still huddle up together and stuff.
They're really cute.
I think that almost looks like a heart. They play together quite concerningly. Like, Jack will pin Pearl down a lot. And it seems it's like a one-sided game sometimes. But we got them a hammock recently as well, which ferrets really like, and they really like it. They'll like,
They are really, and they're really cute. When they're asleep, they're just utterly asleep, aren't they? You could.
I like Jaffa Cake orange versions. There's more than the orange version? Ooh.
Oh, are you off, Mark? Thank you. And what's our other news?
Oh yeah, yes. I've completely forgot about that. I actually we found a really good church in Liverpool, finally. That is really nice, has a nice community in it, and is just a nice church. So I actually finally got baptized, which was very exciting. I have some pictures on it. That's in the tub. The water was actually very warm. I was a bit nervous that it was going to be cold.
As ex-boaters, that was a lot of water, wasn't it? We were like, gosh, that's a lot of water.
So I finally got baptized, which is really great. I've been wanting to do it for a while.
So we weren't really established in a church.
So. And I didn't really mind what specifically church I did it in, but I wanted to like maybe in church we would actually like and sort of stay in properly. So I got it done recently, which was a really cool experience and stuff. And people were really nice. Oh, church important as you growing up, definitely. You baptized, big news, congrats, yes.
Yes, it was nice. And it was Emma's decision. I know lots of people think that, you know, sometimes mums kind of make their children do these things, but I've always said to Emma that, you know, it's a believer's baptism. She's got to believe it, you know, and it's completely up to her whether she got done, you know, she wants to be done now or wait until she's kind of older. So that was...
how many pets do you have now? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight animals.
Yeah, but we're not
total.
Getting any more.
We're not going to be getting any more. Maybe.
No. Well, possibly some sort of fish, but that's different. We are thinking of getting some fancy fish, but with all the electricity prices going up, I don't want to have a pump on.
Yeah.
So I've said we'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah. I saw you got a lot of pets. We're not allowed to get any more. My little brother can't take care of a dog or any like animal yet.
It is a big commitment. To be fair, with our dogs are our big commitment because they're not easy to be left with anybody. So to be fair, once we had the dogs, that was that was that. And we've got like a really good kind of safe walled garden for all of them. And the ferrets actually have their own room. They have their cage, but then they go and they have like a whole room. So we've got the space for them now. We wouldn't have got pets like that on the boat because there just wasn't the space.
Why didn't you get baptized when you were younger? We were just trying to find a sort of a nice church to really do it at, and things. And I'd also like been thinking about it for a while and stuff. So.
And you had Emma had what was called a dedication. So we don't. I mean, everybody does everything their own way. Sometimes people get kind of christened or baptised when they're babies, but we're kind of more into sort of what's called adult baptism or believer's baptism. So it was just something that it was for Emma to decide when it was, when she wanted to.
I was baptised as an infant when I was 20. I did the under the water baptism.
Yes.
Baptism.
Under the water baptism. Yes, you didn't get water up your nose too much, did you?
No, I was thinking, do I have to like hold my nose while doing this? But they held. I think they were like, "Yeah, hold it." And I was like, "Oh, thank goodness, I don't want to."
Somebody said, "Well, you're baptised in a narrowboat canal." I think that would probably kill you, wouldn't it?
I think actually it was funny. One of the people's stories at the church, they did it in a lake, and apparently I think it was in a different country. And I think translated it into English, it was Hell's Lake or something.
Yeah, but it was really cold as well.
And it was really cold, which was
a long. Somebody said they'd love to get a long-haired German
I
Shepherd.
love German Shepherds.
Oh, hi Neil.
Oh, hi Neil. Is Neil?
You love. Yeah, he's one of our patrons.
Oh yes, welcome stream. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. I'm awful with names.
But you really like German Shepherds, don't you?
I love German. I really like German Shepherds, corgis. I had a Chihuahua and a pug phase. I don't not like them now. I love all dogs. But if I was going to get a dog, it definitely wouldn't be those two. Technically, Susie was supposed to be a Chihuahua. This isn't a Chihuahua right here, but it's fine. Welcome, Stream Exiller. How you doing today? German Shepherds have some much good work. They're so cute. How's your education going? I'm pretty good. I'm just getting prepared for going to college and things.
So there's an open evening in a couple of weeks. We're going to go up to we've looked at 2 different colleges, probably for like I think you do 2 year like a 1 year course and then another. So you might there's one like right in the centre of Liverpool, but you might do that maybe more for your second year. But for the first year of college, it would be easier if you were closer to home.
There's one like pretty local to us, which is good. So I've just been sort of getting ready for that and things, which I'm really excited for. And we're also going, the one thing I've always wanted to do, and we almost did when we were on the boat, but just with traveling and stuff, it wouldn't have really worked out. I've always wanted to go to a musical. I love musical music. Is that right?
Musical, yeah.
Musical music. I love that type of music. I listen to it all the time. I watched Hamilton. I will admit, we only watched like half of it. It was okay.
Well, no, we liked the music. I think I didn't know the story particularly well, so I think I was a bit confused. I would have probably liked to have gone away and learnt more of the history. I kind of knew a little bit about it, but I was a bit confused by it, and I do find some of them a bit long, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Oh wait, I turn the mic upside down. Oh yeah, I forgot it was supposed to be like this originally.
Oh, okay. But yes, back to Emma's education, which she went straight from education to.
Okay, I'm going to the Six musical.
She's going to the Six musical.
It's a very cool musical. The music is great.
She wants to be a streamer YouTuber. Lol. Thank you.
I definitely want to do that sort of like at the side. I'm still honestly deciding on what I want to. I'm definitely, when I turn 16, I'm gonna get a part-time job. There's nothing specific I have in mind like yet before I go to college or something. I think I might just work at like a local clothes store, like shop.
Yeah,
we
you
have
want
nearby.
to sort of get
I want to get clothes deals and coupons. But I may probably, like, for my first job, do something locally and then maybe go into the center, because the center has a lot of really cool shops that I could work in. I'm still like kind of deciding on what I want to do in college, like course wise. I have a rough idea. But
should be carrying on with your YouTubing, with your gaming channels.
Yes.
We've started a couple of pet channels, but you've been teaching me editing, but then we haven't done much with them recently.
No, so we're just hi guys, German Shepherds are the best.
German Shepherds.
I had 12 years, my best pal. Yes, work in a pet hospital. I don't think I could do that because I think I would cry every single day. I really love pets. I love pets, but I think I love them a bit too much that I don't think I could handle being an actual like vet and stuff. Have you heard of the musical Jesus Christ Superstar? Is that the one with the Technicolor coat, or was that a different one?
No, that's Joseph. Yeah, no,
I love the Joseph musical. That one's good.
I know all these kind of musicals. They were kind of my
Have I watched that one? I recognise the name.
Jesus Christ Superstar. It's really good.
Oh, I watched it.
I think the problem is some of them are a bit kind of old 1980s films, but you'd like the music, and you did like Joseph and his Technicolor.
I really like Joseph Technicolor. That one was good. Six is amazing. It is. Because it's basically about Henry VIII. Yes. Yeah, Henry VIII and his 6 wives, and they kind of go through it. And when I was first starting my when I first started my homeschooling, I was actually learned all about Henry VIII and his like 6 wives. So, and I remember it quite well, sadly, because I learned it a lot. So I actually am really interested in it. What's your gaming channel called? Emmy Oink.
And there's another one called Celia Moore.
I do unboxing things on there and stuff on CD, but they're very random. Chorus Line is a good musical. I don't think I've heard of that one. I know there's Mean Girls, the musical.
Emma's very much into the kind of more modern musicals. The rest of us know all their sort of
Beetlejuice.
older ones.
I haven't specifically watched that one, but I've like listened to some of the music through it. You should have forgotten that was something you should strive through. I wish you well. Thank you. I have like a rough, sort of vague idea and things. There's a lot more options open to now that we're in the house and stuff.
And sort of city-wise, like if Emma wanted to get like a part-time job, there's some really sort of cool shops. And as I say, college is it's like kind of half a mile up the road, so it's just a sort of a bit easier now to kind of sort of have more options.
There you go. Emma, are you always cheerful as you seem in your videos? I'd like to think so.
So you're not much of you're not really grumpy in the morning. You're just like
I'm not a morning
person. Just silent.
I'm not a morning person whatsoever. And Maya is a big morning person. She will, talk to me, which is a normal human activity. But in the morning, all I want to do is just go on my phone and just space out.
Well, I've usually got up a bit earlier and then drank really strong coffee, so I'm usually a bit buzzing.
So, and I've just woken up and I just hear, sometimes she'll like open the curtains and the sun will blare through and I can just feel my life flash through my eyes in the morning sometimes.
But you're not really grumpy, you're just like,
I'm very
quiet,
silent. And I like to ignore people. I like Six a lot.
Hi, Jaco.
Welcome, stream. I saw a lot of the animations and just so catchy, so also learns a lot of history along the way. Yes.
Neil says he'd love to see Only Fools and Horses musical. Sadly, you probably don't know Only Fools and Horses, do you? Not quite. Yeah,
I know Cats the musical.
Only Fools and Horses is a great sitcom. So I think the only other thing we were going to say was we didn't post much on our social media about the Queen. We just wanted to say we watched the funeral. Obviously, it's a massive historical event. So I wasn't working that day anyway. So we sort of sat down in the morning, didn't we? We watched it again. We thought the music, because the choral music was amazing. And we don't want to name drop, but obviously we actually had a member of our family was invited and went to the funeral, so we were quite excited to sort of hear about that, weren't we?
Yes, it was really cool. The music was really pretty as well. It was like, it's not opera, is it? It's not. I'm getting the name wrong, isn't it? Opera? No, it's orchestra. No.
Choral music.
Choral music. That's it. I remember that.
Sorry, I've timed out somebody. Did you see? So we, as I say, we didn't really sort of post. Lots of people posted on social media, but we, it was obviously a sad time for their family. So, and we wanted to sort of mark it as a historical event. And as I say, one of our sort of member of our family actually was actually there. So that was really exciting.
That was really cool. Would you like to get into music in college? I know a bit of the ukulele, and that's kind of it. I just like really listening to it and things. So Emma, you have some points.
Yeah, I was there. I deleted them. That's not happening yet. Yes. Oh, hi, Cravenote. Hi.
Hi, Cravenote. How are you?
But yes, no boys, no boyfriends. You're too busy. You've got school, homeschooling.
But yeah, that's was there, I think... Oh, yeah, how also... We'd never really asked that in streams. How is everybody? Like, what...
What's everybody... are people on the boats? So we've got boaters here. How's everybody getting on with sort of life? I know there was like a lot of water shortages, wasn't there, in the summer? And there was also lots of, like, hot weather. What's that?
No, sorry.
Okay, you're distracting me.
Oh, no, I was the British military bands are some of the best in the world.
They are, honestly. The music was just
and the
incredible.
amount of like formation they do and things is so cool.
It's so it was worked so well.
So it was. I think there was. No, it was just. I felt bad for the people carrying the Queen's coffin, because I think it was like, what was it again?
It was lead lined.
Lead lined. I think it was really heavy. Still hot here in Texas. It's actually getting colder here. One thing about Liverpool, which I wasn't not specifically expecting, it's just kind of random. It's always windy here. You will barely find a day that it is not windy.
Emma doesn't like it because she's got a fringe.
I got a fringe to take care of, and it will just suddenly be blowing.
It's good for drying clothes though, out on the washing line.
It is,
but it is a really windy place.
But it's very windy. Surprise! It just was like one of the things. Like, here are some things about Liverpool. It's windy. It was just not something I was specifically expecting, because it never got that much wind on the boat. Like, it was never specifically. Felt like. We thought that about the coffin carriers too. Yeah.
Sorry, things are hard in New Mexico at the moment. It's just the weather's not good for lots of people all over the world, really, isn't there? Emma's grown her hair, yes?
Yes, I've grown it a lot longer, and I think I said that in the last live stream. I dyed it.
Yeah.
Video.
I think she does look just a lot. You look. Somebody said that you're like a little adult now. Really, aren't you? Definitely, kind of grown up.
That someone's brutal water sources sound like a disaster on Narrowboat lives. Do you call that? Or definitely if you can get to a water point. There have been a few times where our water has gotten quite low, and you can kind of tell when it gets low, especially since like the end of the boat, like when the water's full, it will kind of like.
I think they were talking about maybe water shortages in the canals, not in our boats.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
There were lots of water.
I knew that. Yeah. Anyway,
I know the Oxford, which we were on, was really bad, wasn't it, for water shortages?
Yes. So that was.
But yeah.
The Ashby's really shallow as well.
The Ashby's shallow at the best of times. So.
There you go. Do you sleep better or worse? Honestly, it can kind of be 50-50. Like my bed in the house is so comfortable. It's so much more comfortable than the boat's bed.
And it's kind of weirdly sort of, we live in quite a quiet street, but every now and then there's sort of, like, occasionally we get these kind of random fireworks, and it was, I don't know, in some ways the sort of towpath was noisier in certain places, wasn't it? really quiet in other places, but sometimes it was kind of noisy. So
Definitely.
it's yeah, I think I don't think we necessarily sort of sleep. Certainly, life's easier in terms of water and electricity, and Emma's internet for her sort of YouTube channels, those sorts of things. So it's definitely made life a bit easier.
Would you go back? Would you ever consider going back onto the boat? Are you done with it? I'd probably maybe eventually go on like a boat holiday or something, but I don't think we'd really ever specifically move back on.
No, I mean, I think if we ever did get a boat, I would probably go and just get like one of those sort of little kind of fiberglass boats, don't we? Because they're just like really easy to maintain. I think it's hard to have a boat sort of I mean, some people do obviously have boats part time, but no, just leave it. Can't eat. You can just eat when we finished. But yeah, I think the fiberglass ones are really easy if you're maybe a bit more of a weekend boater. That it's got like an outboard engine and there's kind of no blacking and things like that. I think it's just a big commitment, isn't it? So yeah, I think that would probably. We wouldn't mind going. There is sort of. I think there's a boat company called Aintree Boats really close to us, and we thought we might phone them up and see if we can go and visit them. Yes. I think they build some really cool boats.
Hello from Sugar. Do you have a Buy Me a Coffee account? I do not, sadly. We do have a PayPal account, I think, which is linked on sort of our
It's linked on some of
our videos and stuff. Hello, ladies. Good to see you. Hello, Kathy. I saw a thing up here. What was the original colour? No different coloured roots on a sleigh. It was. I would call it an ugly. Not.
It was mousy brown.
It was mousy brown. I wanted like a specific like colour brown, so I went with this. Luckily, I think like my roots will take quite a while to show, like properly. And have you not eaten today? I just really like Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, we should go away. Somebody's asked why we went on the boat originally, and that was we had not a big house. It sounds like we weren't. It's just I used to foster, so I had like I had sort of 4 bedrooms, and I stopped fostering. I wasn't looking after my parents. I looked after my parents for years, and then when they died, Emma was already homeschooled. So we decided to have a bit of an adventure, and we sold the house, and bought the boat, and we had sort of 4 years, and it was a really. I mean, I think I really needed it after a few years of sort of fostering and sort of caring for people. So I don't think it was the right time for you, wasn't it? You were young enough but not too young, and then I think it just gave you a great opportunity to sort of get into your filming and get into your photography. And we would probably have never thought of 4 years ago we wouldn't have thought of coming to Liverpool, and now we're really happy with our decision, just because there's so many different things we can do here. There's so many opportunities. But we've really enjoyed our sort of country life, and now we're really enjoying our city life, aren't we?
Yes. I also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, I found a new camera recently up like in our storage section upstairs. So let me know what you think of it. I think the color is a bit more washed out than it normally is. But I think
on your hair.
No, I was talking about the camera.
Oh, your camera.
No, I was talking about the camera. I'm not that self-absorbed. No.
Sorry.
No, I was talking about the camera.
Oh,
I really totally got on your camera.
Your hair again.
No.
Am I being mean? Quaver Note said batteries are 13.6 and engines running. Promise. Good. I was a little bit lectury, wasn't I, with poor Quaver Note to make sure he kept his made sure he looked after his batteries.
Fair play to both of you. I really do admire what you have done. I'm honestly thinking of either selling everything and moving on to a narrowboat, or perhaps a mobile home down south somewhere. We'd have really liked maybe like a caravan or like a home,
like a van,
van thing. But the UK isn't great for that type of thing. And 2, with our 5 dogs at the time when we were thinking of moving, it wouldn't have really worked. Obviously the boat was small, but the van was small and inconvenient.
I think also the canals are sort of set up. You've got bins and water, and places to empty your toilets. And I think in the sort of over in Europe, it's a bit easier in some of the places to sort of have van life. And I think the motorhomes are good, but they're actually sometimes quite expensive. They can be a bit funny about dogs. It can be a bit funny about sort of children. Because we were in a couple of caravan parks when we were looking for our boat, But yeah, I mean, we definitely think that kind of life is great.
Did you have your supper yet? I have. I had soup. I had my ma's homemade soup, which was really nice.
And then you'll have a little bit of extra.
Maybe some Jaffa cakes.
It's just people don't necessarily want to hear like.
I was gonna make sure they wouldn't hear it.
Am I being mean? Should I let her have a Jaffa cake? Come on, I'm being mean, mummy, aren't I?
Thank you.
It's like I don't feed her.
No, I just really like Jaffa cakes.
All right, but not.
I'm not on fire, bro. I saw a thing. How's lifestyle fun, exciting? Yes, it's really fun. Like visiting so many new places in Liverpool. Okay, I'll put that down. Fair. It's really cool just visiting so many different places in Liverpool. Because obviously on the boat we visited it, but it was less central. Like it is in Liverpool. Like the center of Liverpool is so cool. There are so many. There was actually this really nice burger place. I think it's called Archie's.
Archwells or
Archie's. The burgers were so nice. It's really cool. Jaffa cakes. My older brother had an addiction for them when he was 13.
Thank you. I will keep her safe from there.
Welcome, Stream Marvin. How you doing today?
Oh, hi. But yeah, what were you saying? Oh, somebody said about magnet fishing. We actually left our kind of good magnets on the boat when we sort of sold it.
Them on here?
No, we sold. We just left them on. We thought maybe, but actually we're so close to the canal, and actually you would be really good place to do magnet fishing around here.
I also still have a fishing rod, but I don't think that. I think on the boat it was easier to go fishing, but I think when you're like,
I think legally
a house peasant, you're not really.
Well, no, you can, but you need a license. We could fish off our. I think there was different. Like I don't know. You need licenses. I think.
1 cup of coffee and 1 slice of cinnamon raisin toasted bread is breakfast is served. You really liking your raisin sultana bread?
Oh, I have like a fruit bread toasted, yeah, and a cup of coffee, definitely. Albert and Victoria Docks. Yeah, we've been aimed a couple of times to go down to the docks, haven't we? And we've just got distracted by shops and restaurants and things. So we are definitely going to try.
So, yes, you're much more white this time. I think it's more colour washed out and me not seeing the sun a lot. I need to get a tan. I need to.
What will we not miss living on the boat?
Filling up the water.
That was just because that was your job.
Filling up water, having to charge batteries, not having unlimited electricity.
But we do miss the community. We kind of miss being part. I think it's not that you're lonely in the house. It's just different. We sort of feel better now. We've kind of, I suppose I've got a job and we found a church and then we'll do college. So we'll probably feel a bit more part of that. But yeah, I think we kind of miss the sort of, being part of the kind of community, don't we?
Definitely. But I've made some friends from church and they're really nice. And then I think I met another friend which I met up with. So I'm definitely sort of expanding our friendship circle.
And we did a home education sort of YouTube kind of meetup. So we sort of met up with some other young YouTubers and sort of like we ran a kind of like a little sort of, I suppose, a training session for them. So that was nice.
Yes. There's a library super close to us. I actually recently took back some books that I sort of not rented, I guess took from there. It's really cool. I've been reading. Let me show one of my books. This is one of the books I'm reading at the moment. I got a bit ahead of myself with how big it is, but I'm actually really liking it so far. There are a lot of big words that my brain has to slightly comprehend.
And this is amazing because Emma, like a few years ago, you absolutely hated reading, didn't you? But you kind of really like it now.
And there's a really cool bookstore, like in our local mall, that sells the books for like £1, and you can get them really easily. I think it's only open Saturday on certain days, but it's just a really cool place that you can sort of find some books. To be honest, I will admit I buy a lot of books, and I have not barely read any of them. I think I've read one Harry Potter book, and that's about it.
Oh, you read a book the other day and cried, didn't you?
Yeah, I cried. It was sad. I had mixed feelings about the book, but I still cried. I will cry at anything vaguely sad, to be honest. With butter or cream about your toast.
Oh, I would put both on if I could, but no, butter probably for breakfast.
Oh, cream cheese. Cream cheese.
Oh, cream cheese. And sometimes I like a little bit of cream in my really strong black coffee.
I start reading my community. Yes, I actually, my biggest flex is I think that I can finally, because we got these on the boat, but I have these books as well. These books, they're like comic book manga thingies, so I can finally display them properly, because in the boat they were slightly collecting dust and things. Fun to browse old bookshops, and especially in the centre of Liverpool there's a lot of, I really want to visit the Waterstones.
Yeah, the Waterstones
looks so cool.
Somebody's asking about Christmas, and are we excited?
Yes.
We're very excited about Christmas.
I'm really looking forward to the Liverpool lights. Hopefully that they do. I think there was some like rumor thing that they might not do it because of like electricity prices, but I think
I mean, technically it's probably not that close, but maybe not this year, but next year we're actually not too far from Blackpool, and Blackpool is famous for its lights, so I think one year we should go and see the Blackpool lights.
Yes.
But the Liverpool lights will be exciting.
Yeah, we haven't really seen a specific display of lights. Like obviously on the boat we stopped by certain places, but we were generally in the middle of nowhere, which we liked for Christmas because we specifically chose like middle of nowhere spots. But it's nice sort of going into the centre and seeing pretty lights and things. And Christmas time is like my favourite time of year and things.
Yeah.
So.
But again, we do tend to keep it quite simple. I think if I look at my shifts, I might be working Christmas Eve, but I think where I work doesn't actually open Christmas Day, so that's good. So, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Hang on, let me check.
Got a PayPal, thank you. So so we are excited to.
Thank you so much, Andrew Webster, for the £50. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So we're really looking forward to Christmas, and obviously we're now in a church, and as I say, my work will probably be quite Christmassy because we'll be doing Christmas things for the people we support. So really exciting.
Okay, I was just trying. I should not.
Liverpool lights were amazing when I went a few years back. Oh, cool! Blackpool! Exclamation mark. Emma's not really experienced a sort of full-on seaside town, have you?
No, there's a beach pretty close to us actually. We visited I think once, and it was really cool there. I want to visit there again.
Yeah,
we meant to do it in the middle of summer, but it was so hot that it was like almost too hot to leave or like go anywhere.
I know. I feel quite bad because I go there quite regularly for work. And I message Emma, and I'm by the sea. She gets cross. But
There you go. Do seem alright. That's really maybe a bit pale though. I think it is the camera. I think the camera,
lights. Yeah, because I'm reasonably sort of.
I think
brown.
in my defense, it is the camera. I'm not that pale.
No, you're not that pale. You have been out and about.
Yes. So, I also still have my windlasses with me and stuff from when we had the locks. So if I ever need to remember how heavy it was, I could just lift it up and use them as weights and stuff.
Yeah. So I think, has anybody got any sort of any questions or anything else? I think we've done all our. We've done college. We've done cats. We've done baptism. My job. I think that's. Have we covered all our news? Anybody else? Would have been fun to see you in Stroud. Oh yeah, no, Emma didn't see that. I saw there was a live with Cruising the Cut and with Lorna, and I watched a little bit of it. And they did look like they were having fun. I think they were in Birmingham, or was it? Oh, Stroud was it? And there was some sort of canal raft thing. Looked fun. You would have liked it. But we haven't heard from any sort of other kind of YouTubers. I think we've been kicked out of the club now. But yes, any other questions before we sort of wrap it up, or are we?
We'll obviously be doing sort of hopefully like a next video, hopefully on the what was it, the docks? What's the docks called again?
Oh, sorry. I think it's Albert Docks.
Yeah, Albert Docks.
Sorry, Craven had said our magnet. I think we gave him a magnet. Saved his bike after it fell off his boat in Hungerford Lock. And it saved a couple's chimney. So yes, well, you see, that's locks.
Yes.
Yeah,
do you like having more closet space? Yes, I do. My clothes still end up wrinkled for some reason because I'm terrible at clothing management. But it was.
And we tended, when we were on the boat, we tended to have sort of clothes that we wore to sort of go out. and then we would sort of take them off when we came back in the boat, and then sort of put them away. And it's actually quite nice. We generally have more kind of outside clothes, don't we?
Yes.
You tended with the sort of fire.
This is a book for you, The Girl Who Drank the Moon. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one. That sounds cool. I've read it a few. I think I actually have a book technical series.
Yeah.
But we'll probably sort of end the stream off here for today. Thank you so much for everybody to sort of coming by, sort of asking questions. Thank you to all the patrons or anyone who donated money. Really appreciate that. But yes, hopefully we'll do another video in a month or so, hopefully. But yes, it was super nice talking to you all.